having a 16 win streak and thought maybe I could do something. And then, figured I'd try and get some coaching.
Interesting. I like it. Well, good choice. This is the place to be. So Warhead, one of our better maps because of the size of it. However, you've also got a Sylvanas on your team, so generating the side lane is even more useful because it just frees up your team to push with the Sylvanas.
Okay.
Only problems that I foresee really is the Nova getting ganks on you. But aside from that, they really don't have any kill pressure. And even so, if it's just Nova plus a little bit of extra damage, you just got your healing utility to deal with it. So I actually think this is a pretty easy game for you.
That's what I like to think too.
Let's see how awful it goes. Again, with the Dehaka, I would be looking at just walking to this mid lane, looking for a tongue on somebody, and then teleporting either bottom or top, depending on where your teammates are going. Yeah, you're mid.
One of my first instincts is teleport top. So.
Yep. Okay, you don't find the tongue. At this point, there's no point in you being here. So the fact that you're so close to top, you should just walk. But because the rest of your team is so close to mid-top, I would definitely just be going teleporting bottom. Someone is shaking their keys. There's a doggo. Oh, okay. I think there might...
That's my dog.
Okay.
That's my doggo.
Is he a nice boy?
She's my little husky. She's good sometimes.
Ooh, what a nice girl. Okay, so wait, that's a little unfortunate that the team doesn't find this because it's a really good tongue. So honestly, off this, I would just back and then TP bottom. Right here, I would have done it. You look for one more tongue, which you do find, and the team doesn't, like, where's the slide? Is it actually just not there? EW? Oh, this ETC. Somebody get this ETC in community coaching. That's not going to happen. Okay, but yeah, I would have backed and then used your Z bottom lane. Just because.
I grabbed my
yeah. So you could have. Yeah, right there, you literally could have done the exact same thing, but not wasted your tap. You would have missed one minion. That's it.
Ah, right.
So, and then you would have had your tap available for any trades that you come into, if that happens. But yeah, this is good. Also, like right here, what I would be saying is Zeratul. I would ask my Zeratul to grab my siege camp at 1 minute.
Immediately?
Oh yeah. Let's get this split push going, man. Like that's the name of the game in this meta right now. So this is good. You're trading super hard into the Stitches. I don't know what he's doing, but yeah, this is good. Just chill in these bushes. Get the move speed. When you see somebody show up like that and you just want to dance in and out of the lane, just jump into the bushes and just like that, and just move up, down with the movement speed. Just keep them guessing, just like that. Okay, I guess he's just gonna walk in for a tongue, which is fine. Yeah, Zeratul's like hunting. Like this is not what he should be doing. He should be doing this camp. That's something that you could have told him to do.
All right.
Yep.
Oh. I do have to give a forewarning. I do get kind of upset.
Okay.
This game.
And I'll talk about that as well because the mental difficulties of Hero League is something that's very difficult. How old are you? If I might ask.
23.
Okay.
I don't sound it, and sometimes I don't act it. But...
Okay, that's fine. So off of this burrow, you need to understand that Stitches is going to be looking for a hook on you. So immediately off of it, you have to dodge up or down. But you dodge backwards, which just gives him the hook. You probably trade like absolutely no damage here, but in the future, that's something that you always want to do.
All right.
So you literally like took no damage off of it, but it's just a good habit to be in. Oh, that would have been close.
This lane is just rough because gleaming.
Yeah, that's fine. You're doing your job. Like, the fact that you're just like not taking massive amounts of damage is perfect. So you're actually playing the lane really well so far. That you could have dodged though.
I think I ate it so it didn't hit the tower.
Okay.
But yeah, probably I should have dodged it.
Wait, I didn't even look at it. Did the splash still hit the tower? I don't know. It's fine. Okay, so this is good. This is when you really want to start pushing super hard because those warheads are on the opposite side of the map. So
Yeah, jumped up
Okay.
too early.
Yep, way too early. So if I were the Dehaka right now, I would be so stoked at those spawn locations. I'm like, yes, let's go. Just dip into this bush right here. Start pushing preemptively. Like, start pushing into the Li Ming. You outclear her so hard. Boom, you're pushing, you're pushing. She's backing up here because she doesn't want to be there. And now all of a sudden the wave is pushing into her structures. Li Ming is forced to stay down here. So the way that we win these is by letting them fight into it and us TPing on the backside. But now you lose an entire wave of soak. Li Ming did what you should have done. Even here, like, yeah, ooh, I guess I probably shouldn't just beat a dead horse, but yeah, there's no possible way you should ever be here. Even looking for a pick like this does nothing.
So in this situation, I should have just pushed bot and let my team handle the warhead itself.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Because not only is that good, so Dehaka loses value as a raw 4v4 hero, and I hope everybody knows that. One of the reasons why Dehaka is so strong is because of his teleport potential, because of his split soak potential. The fact that we willingly, now this is 2 replays in a row, we've willingly been giving our opponents these raw 4v4 fights, that's a huge problem. We don't know Nova's walking top right now. Well, we might because we have Eye, but the fact that we're willing to do this is actually a big problem. If anything, like, we want them to push in. You want them to push in past the 50% line as a Dehaka. You want them here. Because once they're here, boom, you're here now. Yeah, let's go, baby. We have the flank. Like, they can't go anywhere. Dehaka's in here now. Right? And then meanwhile, the entire time you're pushing bottom. So do they send someone bottom? Sure, if they do, fine. Now all of a sudden you can TP into a 4v3 because you have bottom pushed, right? The whole point of Dehaka is to try to create situations where you pull resources from your opponent into your lane so that you can do things elsewhere on the map.
Always create advantage states.
Yep, exactly. Okay, Zeratul. Oh no, does he have Vorpal? Yeah, he does, but he trades a kill for it. That was so unfortunate for Zeratul. See, like, even off that kill trade, I would have here's a slide. It's actually decent. We get a kill off of that, so that's good. Off that, you can either channel and just head to the lane. Like, they got top. Is this guy just gonna rip it on these mid structures? I want to just keep saying the amount of value you could be getting bottom is insane because of the length of this trade in the mid lane.
Yeah. These are things I need to learn.
That's fine. That's why you're here.
Takes so long, like kerosene gets back up.
But you see what I'm saying, right? Like, because if we had you bottom this whole time, you're level 8.5 at this point, dude.
Yeah. But it doesn't look like my team's in any real danger of dying.
Exactly. Jeez, these are some skirmishes if I've ever seen them. Okay. There's not too much to be learned here, so I'm just gonna fast forward a bit.
It's just a really, really long fight.
Yeah. Okay, back to the game, you guys. We just needed that music playing the whole time.
Yeah, that's where I
Actually,
stalked in and then.
Oh, Nova! Yeah. Okay. Now we're back to 0. Do you even have Brush Stalker? What is this, 7?
No, I used it to get back into that fight. Which
Yeah.
When instead I should have just walked bot lane and let what happened happen.
Yep. Wait, you played the lane so well. You played the lane in a 2v1 situation, and you out-traded your opponent so heavily, and then you threw the game by being here, okay? You played the lane so damn well. That's what people have a hard time with Dehaka. I'm mad at you.
That's perfectly fine. These are the things this is why I did this. I need to learn this. I need because I always, and it's probably a problem, but I assume that all the time I'm making the right decision. And this is why I need to know that I'm not making the right decision.
Perfect. I'm not mad at you, dude. I'm just playing.
Nah,
but yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so this is good. Get back into the side lane. We know that top.
I tried to go wherever Sylvanas wasn't.
Okay.
I know she can do her own thing.
Not only is that good, but also the fact that you want to be as far away from the objectives as possible. So right now we have high objective focus on the bottom mid side of the map, so the fact that your top is spot on.
So I should use my Rush Stalker after I've forced the lane in their disadvantage to get to the objectives. I should not use it early to get to the objective first and then worry about forcing the lane.
Never. Let's say let's say this situation is true. You don't know where Nova is. All of a sudden, this is spawned, okay? Warhead bottom spawned. Our team is fighting in a 4v4 bottom. We have one person top for the enemy team. You're pushing in, you push in super hard because you're Dehaka. You can outpush like so many heroes. And then the enemy team starts engaging on bottom. That's when you TP in for the 5v4. Their teammate is top side. We instantly win bottom. But if you do it early, all they do is back off and then stall you forever because you're a Dehaka. What's a Dehaka going to do when he doesn't have a flank? He's just I'm not sure if you watched the previous replay, but I
was here for it. Yeah.
Heck, this middle was a perfect example. You chill and you pray that they step out and let you get a good tongue on them. Like, that's how Dehaka works when you show up too early, and that's not a good way to play him. So yeah, you're exactly right. You push this, you generate pressure in this side lane, wait, you're watching bottom, you wait for that engagement, and then you TP in.
Now, as for my talent selection, I feel like it's the right talents, but at the end of that, could you give me more clarification on?
The Feeding Frenzy level 7 is just better than Constriction. The one that reduces the cooldown of your drag each auto attack, so it's a more consistent CC, which is what you want as Dehaka. If you're like, I see a lot of people going tissue regeneration, but I like enhanced agility better. It lets you get onto targets easier. It lets you maneuver in team fights easier because your W gives you like you're allowed to walk through heroes with it, and then you're just super speedy. You're dipping in and out of bushes. You're gaining that movement speed. So those are things that I would change up. One who collects is good.
Okay.
Oh, there's a little bit of an early palm. Oh, he gets it. See, that was a better TP. Even though you missed your engagement off of it, it was definitely a much better TP. Because you had Zeratul here and you saw one of them there, and then we knew one of them was there as well, so that was a much, much better play. But immediately off of that, just get into one of these side lanes. Like right off of that, walk mid.
Right, so
you being...
My main focus is just to soak as much as possible and create all the pressure I can.
I got a big smile on my face right now. That's it, dude. That's it. So like Lucio shouldn't be, I don't know what Lucio's doing. Lucio should be bottom right now, and you should be mid. You're missing an entire wave mid. And as, like, usually I attribute lanes, like missing lane soak to the entire team, but as the Dehaka, this is straight up our responsibility. So that's one full wave we missed mid. Yeah,
now,
you take bottom.
As Dehaka, should I be looking to solo camps at any time if I can?
Not really, no. You take a lot of damage, but if you find the opportunity and it's free, if these conditions don't exist, okay, the condition 1 being a team fight not breaking out, over an objective, and condition 2, you don't lose a single minion of soak for it, then do it.
Okay.
But if neither of those conditions are true, then don't. You're so dead here. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
Okay. Why is TPing into this a bad idea? So there's a few things.
Aside from the health bar of one of my damage dealers being super low, not my ETC is not there to help damage soak.
Done.
And
right there. No, that's it.
Oh.
So you're putting, do you remember when I was saying putting ourselves into equal positions is not good with Dehaka? Because you're not a full hero. You're 80% of a hero because of your global potential. So you willingly walking into a 4v4 like this or TPing into a 4v4 like this is not good. Because you're giving them what they want. They want this equal 4v4. Obviously, they'd rather have the 3v or 4v3, right? So you going there makes it a little less solid for them, but this is still what they want.
Yeah.
They'll take this fight all day. All day. Our ETC, there's no chance he should be here unless he goes stage dive, which he's not.
Yeah. What ETC is doing is what I should be doing.
Yep.
The spot should have been switched.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure we lose the game off that.
Yeah, they have 4 nukes.
Yep. There's really, like, nukes are so overwhelmingly powerful on this map. It is very, very difficult to come back from a 4 nuke deficit. Just let them have every nuke, I suppose, is what you say.
That's when I start getting upset, because just, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was one of those days where games just
aren't going in your favor.
My way ever.
Yeah. That's fine.
So sometimes I try my hardest, but sometimes it seeks out and I just can't stop it.
Yep. No, everybody has that problem. But the fact that you're already like aware of it and you know you have difficulty with it sometimes is a step above most people. So, oh my gosh, the CTC got outplayed so hard. So, and then you TP'd up top into a talent disadvantage fight.
Yep. I pulled the same mistake.
Yep. I mean, it sucks because you have to give them another nuke if we lose this, but chances are we do lose this. Yeah. Yeah.
Should I have gone isolation over adaptation?
Almost always you should be going isolation over adaptation. Unless like your team's win condition is surviving a fight and that's it, you should be going isolation.
Okay.
Like if you catch this Nova in an isolation, she's dead. If you catch this Karazim with an isolation, boom, no palms, baby. You know, like it's so good. Yeah. So definitely almost always isolation over adaptation. What rank is this? This is Diamond.
This is Diamond 5, I believe. I don't know. I can't remember what rank. Because there was times where I was fluctuating. I was playing with Master players, and there's times where I'm playing with Plat.
Yeah.
So I can't remember. But yeah, Diamond.
Okay.
And that's where I went up to try and see if they were at boss, and sure enough, by the time I was teleporting, the boss had gotten taken.
Okay. So considering where your team is, what's the benefit of knowing that they're on boss, do you think?
At that point, there really wasn't any. I wasn't going to gain anything by being in that situation.
Yep, you're right.
So grateful for this.
Yep. Yeah, this is it. Yeah. This is such a huge advantage. Bosses on this map are unbelievable. And yeah, isolation. Oh, sorry?
No, those like spawn, those little spore things
yep.
that spit out do so much damage.
Yep.
That's when I was talking about my win rate. It's just it was going down and it was making me sad.
It's okay. As someone who's already displayed their willingness to just get better at Heroes of the Storm, please don't worry about your win rate. It's not going to help you mentally. I think it'll only just cause you problems. So just focus on getting better. Always getting better. Who cares if you win a game or you lose a game? Just try to focus on getting better every single game. Which, like I said, you've already displayed a willingness to do that, so that's good.
I think subconsciously, what it comes down to is I like having the Diamond 5, and I'm pretty sure this is a common thing. I mean, anybody who gets it, it's a nice feeling to see that. And I was terrified of losing it.
Yep. People get ladder anxiety when they get to that point as well, where they just refuse to queue. So don't worry, man. You're not the only one who experiences that. But again, the fact that you're just willing to say it means that you're willing to confront it. So that's good. But yeah, that's literally the biggest fault that I've seen so far. Or that was the biggest fault. You know, there's a few queues missed and stuff like that, but I don't really need to talk about that. Obviously, you know when you miss a skill shot and you continue to use those skill shots, you'll get better with them. Unless I notice something like very critical, like if you would have held it, you would have landed it sort of thing. But no, I think that your biggest problem, obviously, is what we've already talked about.
It's just the not soaking enough.
Yep, not generating that side lane pressure. It's funny. It's like kind of like the same story, both replays back to back. Yeah. Did you have any questions for me or anything like that?
Other than like talents, because I take at level 13. I think that's the talent where it's the increased range or the slow tongue. I usually take the increased range.
Yep.
Tongue, which I think is better. I don't know if it is. I don't think the slow is really worth it at the end of the day.
No. 1 second. Or wait. So for a build, let me just jump into here. Level 16, I know, is the tongue range talent, but you went. 1 sec. So level 16 is almost always tunneling claws, in my opinion. Sometimes it's tongue range, but whoops. So
I usually go from level 1. I usually go tissue regeneration, just because of the survivability that I feel I get from it. I get 1 who collects, because minion getting 4 essence from a minion is crazy. I go constriction normally. Sometimes I go feeding frenzy. If I feel like I'm gonna be fighting someone a lot.
Interesting.
And I never go symbiosis because cooldown's not that long. I don't really feel it's worth it.
Symbiosis is so good.
Really?
Oh yeah, so good. You have permanent uptime on your W, and it's not only the damage, but what else does W do? It allows you to walk through targets, right? That increases your mobility on a hero that inherently has low mobility. It's so powerful.
So I should be looking to take that one more often?
So the build that I would suggest for you is Enhanced Agility at level 1, unless you absolutely need the tissue regeneration, okay? Enhanced Agility, the movement speed is just too powerful. Level 4, look at going 1 who collects every time, which you already do. Level 7, honestly, all of them are good, but I would say the best one is Symbiosis. The second best one is Feeding Frenzy.
Okay, so 85% of the time I'm taking Constriction, so I should phase away from that one.
Yep, look, it's
0.5 extension really isn't.
It really isn't enough, man. Compared to the value we get from these talents, it really just isn't there. Level 10, almost always isolation, I would say. Sometimes adaptation.
Okay. Level 13, I normally, and I'm pretty sure this is wrong, but it feels right because of the split push. I take Primal Rage.
Yeah, you do. Ferocious Stalker. Sorry, not Ferocious Stalker. Primal Swarm. Primal Swarm combined with Symbiosis is so good. Like the 10% damage increase is very, very strong.
Right. That makes sense. And then 16, I take the extended tongue range.
Yeah. That one is okay. Tunneling Claws is also extremely good. Okay. And then level 20, just to
take Apex usually.
And sometimes when you have isolation, look at Contagion instead.
Okay.
So the question, I always see Frenzy over Symbiosis. Is it that much better? I like Symbiosis better, but I know Feeding Frenzy is also just very common. I also like Feeding Frenzy, so it just really depends on the situation. If I don't find that my CC is really like that needed, then I go Symbiosis. But if I find that my Qs are actually taking crazy impact or having crazy impact, I go Feeding Frenzy.
If I may, I think I know a way to like explain that talent tree is Feeding Frenzy seems more like if you're constantly just 1v1ing someone, whereas Symbiosis is more of a Brax's holdout kind of map where you're in 2 lanes team fighting a lot.
Yeah, it could be true. Definitely. But yeah, look at those talents instead.
Okay.
Right on. All right. Well, thank you very much for submitting the replay. I appreciate your time this evening.
I appreciate you.
Right on, dude. Good luck, and I'll catch you later.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yep. See ya.
Later.
Excellent. Excellent, my friends.